Conversations with Mr. Body here on this beautiful Wednesday afternoon, right? And so what is today? Today is Wellness Wednesday, Workout Wednesday, Warrior Wednesday, Hump Day. Whatever you want your Wednesday to be, that's what it's going to be. And listen, we're going to be talking about answering the question and giving you some tips and adjustments to make on, look, if you are working out but you're not seeing the results that you wish to see and you're like, I don't understand what's happening. Why is my body not changing the way that I want it to change? Why am I not creating more strength? Why am I not able to do more reps? Why is my endurance not improving, right? I want to be able to give you some things to start to think about and start to analyze in what you've been doing as to why you might find yourself at a plateau or find yourself stagnant and feeling stuck and feeling frustrated, right? Because no one loves to feel frustrated. No one wants to feel stuck. And so I want to help you to have that breakthrough, right? It is time for you to have your breakthrough. So I'm going to give you some things to start to understand when it comes to your workout. Now, let me just touch on this because it is still Wellness Wednesday, right? Is that, look, your nutrition has to be on point, right? Your nutrition is also what is really hindering your body from changing. Not necessarily your strength, right? But your body. Listen, nutrition is 80% of the game. Fitness is 20% of the game. So start to look at your nutrition if your body's not changing. With that being said, let's talk about your workouts, right? Here's one of the things that I'm going to start with. I love this Denzel quote. Why? Because this Denzel quote makes so much sense when it comes to the workout world, and I'm going to explain it, right? He said you cannot confuse movement with progress, right? I'm going to say it again. Denzel's quote is, you cannot confuse movement with progress. And so oftentimes I found that a lot of people that I work with, whether it be my clients, potential clients, or individuals when I'm talking in a group session, right? They say, well, listen, I'm working out, but I'm not seeing the results. Well, just because you're going to the gym and just because you're working out doesn't mean that you're creating progress. And I'm going to break that down. Here's the thing. Your muscles has a capacity. Your endurance has a capacity. And if you don't break through that threshold of the capacity of your muscular strength or your endurance level, you're not going to see the results. I'm going to break it down a little bit further for you like this, right? Let's just say, for instance, on a leg press, right? You can physically, your muscles are able to move 150 pounds, but maybe you tried it one time and you didn't get 30 reps. And so you're like, ooh, no, that's not for me. Or maybe you did it one time and you got really, really sore and you're like, that's not for me. And so instead of doing the 150 pounds, you bump it down and you're doing 100 pounds. And so you can get in your 30 reps and you can get into stuff and then you're not sore, right? If that's you, guess what? And I'm just using the leg press as an example, but that goes for every single exercise, right? When it comes to arms, when it like you're using 5-pound dumbbells, you're using 8-pound dumbbells to do your biceps, to do your shoulders, but you could literally throw that dumbbell across the room and across the gym, but you don't want your arms to get big. And so you're using these light weights, as I like to refer to them as baby weights, right? And so what's happening is that you're confusing the fact that you're going through the motions. You're confusing the fact that you're actually doing these workouts, but you're not challenging your muscles, and therefore you are not going to create more strength. You're not going to see the tone. You're not going to see the definition you want because your muscles are not being worked. You're confusing movement with progress. You're sitting there playing with baby weights. Now look, your muscles are stronger than you're giving them credit for. Now let me just let you know this, right? Heavy in the fitness world is a weight that you can only physically move 1 to 5 pounds. Just because it's challenging doesn't mean that it's heavy. You have to challenge your muscles in order for them to create some new results. In every area of your body, you want to start to challenge. So if you've been utilizing the same weight for an exercise and you're 3 months in the game, you're wasting time. Your muscles have caught up. I'm going to break it down to you a little bit further, right? I use education as an example all the time because it's easier for a lot of people to understand, right? And so what you're doing when you're not challenging your muscles, right, is equivalent to, let's just say, you graduate from the 8th grade, right? And wow, you're in high school now. But then the work is supposed to get harder. But yet their teachers are giving you the 8th grade work that you got. But then you go through the whole year, right? And then next year you're going to go to your sophomore year, right? And then you're still getting that 8th grade caliber work. And then the same thing happens your junior year. And then the same thing happens your senior year. You're continuing to get this 8th grade caliber work. So you're not developing your mind. You're not getting smarter. You're not enhancing your knowledge because you're doing work beneath the years that you should be doing. And so therefore, once graduation comes, you will not be prepared for college unless you're a super genius, right? And you've already learned all that stuff that you were supposed to learn in high school earlier. But that's not the case for most people, right? And so the same thing happens when you don't gradually increase the weight that you're doing. You don't gradually increase the number of sets that you're doing. You don't gradually decrease the amount of rest time that you're taking. You're not developing your workouts with the way that your body is changing. Here's something else that a lot of people do. Whatever you start doing, you feel like it should take you to the promised land. One of the most common things that I hear is, oh my gosh, I get to the point where I've dropped enough weight, but those last 5 pounds, those last 10 pounds, those last 20 pounds don't seem to want to get off me. Anytime I try, I always get to the point. Here's what you're missing. The workout that you've been following, the plan that you've been following is only designed to get you the results that it got. Your body is telling you that it's time for you to make an adjustment and you're not listening. I'll give you an example on that one too, right? That's like you driving down a road and you getting to a detour in the road. And instead of following the detour sign, you are deciding to sit there and look at the sign and say, well, I'm supposed to go this way. And because I'm supposed to go this way, I should be able to go this way. But the sign is telling you that the road is closed and it's time for you to take a detour. A plateau is your body's way of telling you it's time for change. And because you're not changing it, that's why you're not seeing the progress. That's why you're not getting stronger. That's why you're not getting leaner. That's why you're not decreasing the body fat. That's why your body's not changing after a certain point, because eventually your body has caught up to what you're doing and you continuously need to challenge it. One of the most common misconceptions that a lot of individuals make starting their journey is that you should get to a point where you are no longer sore. That is not the case. Listen, fitness professionals, fitness athletes, fitness pros, we are sore all of the time. The difference is that as you get more seasoned, right, the length of time that you're sore decreases. So you might do a workout now and feel that workout for a week or maybe even longer, right? As you get to go on, as you get stronger, as you develop, the amount of time that you're sore from a particular workout shortens to now where your recovery time is about 1 day or 2 days, right? And so that's the difference. But we are sore all the time because we understand that soreness equals progress, because that means that you've challenged your muscles enough so that you can create new results towards your goals. If you are avoiding that soreness and you feel like you've arrived because you've gotten to the point where you're no longer sore, you're sadly mistaking yourself and your body is just not continuing to progress. That's why you're at a plateau. Not because your body isn't designed to get more results. Not because you're destined to never break free from this plateau. You're just not making the adjustments and listening to your body as it's telling you, hey, I need to change. You got to do something different in order to create those results. But you are stuck in doing the same thing, confusing movement with progress and expecting a result to happen. It's not. You got to make some adjustments. The fitness professionals, your trainers and all that other stuff, as they're going through your journey and as we're going through our journeys and as we're training and coaching you, we are making the adjustments along the way so that you don't fall in a place where you're plateauing longer than you should be. Because guess what? We understand that you got to continuously progress and continuously challenge and continuously work harder in order to keep getting results. Don't feel like you should get to a point where it's easy. If it's easy, that's a plateau. You want to continuously challenge yourself. You got to continuously challenge yourself if you want to continue to get stronger, if you want to continue to create results in your body. That's what it takes. That's what's necessary and required in order for your body to change. You have to do those things. And so I'm sharing with you that the reason that you're not seeing the progress is probably because you're not challenging yourself. The next thing is that if you're avoiding strength training, I promise you got to start strength training, right? Cardio is great, but cardio is not going to build your muscles, right? If you want to tone and define your body and create this this look. Right? Strength training is important, and there's no such thing as spot training. You want to train your entire body. I promise you, you will see better and faster and more efficient results when you decide to train your whole body. So that means don't skip leg days. That means don't skip upper body days. That means don't skip any of the muscle groups in your body. I'm going to break it down for you into the major and minor muscle groups, right? You have 7 areas, and then there's smaller ones, but just here's the basics, right? You got your legs, you got your chest, you got your back, biceps, triceps, shoulders, and abs. You don't want to miss any of those areas when you're working out, because that's what's really going to create the results that you're seeking in your body. I promise you, it is going to benefit you when you do your whole body and get a plan that you can follow. And if you've been struggling, get some help. Go invest in a trainer. Go invest in a coach. Go invest in a plan so that you don't have to try to figure it out yourself, because it's okay to not have all the answers. Right? If you don't have all the answers, it's okay, because that's not what you're an expert in. You're an expert in what you're an expert in, and that might not be it, and that's okay. Get some help, because it is time for you to start creating the results that you want. That's what I got for you on today. If you got some value in this video, feel free to hit the share button, tag somebody that needs to hear this message, invite somebody to come and watch this video so that they can get the same value that you got, and I'm out of here. Peace, y'all.